Welcome to PAWS Academy. Here, every week, you will get a chance to learn something new and exciting about pets or wild animals and how you can help them. Hi there! Welcome back to PAWS Academy, and if you're new to PAWS Academy, welcome! My name is Bailey, and I'm an educator at PAWS, where people are helping animals every day. Last week, we talked about what makes a pet a pet. If you missed our last week's episode, you can click the link in the description. It'll take you right to the video. This week, we're going to be learning how much it costs to take care of a pet. Have you ever thought about what it costs to take care of a pet? There are many items that you have to purchase in order to be a responsible pet owner and provide all 8 of their basic needs. If you missed our episode on the basic needs of pets, you can find the link in the description. In today's episode, we find out what items cost for both dogs and cats, why they cost that much, the difference between single buy items and items purchased multiple times, and how prices change as pets get older. Can you guess how much these items cost? Let's dive right in. Let's first talk about what items cost over the course of a year to take care of a pet cat. I'm going to put up a bunch of prices right here. Many prices for different types of items that you have to buy for your pet cat. One of them is going to be the correct price for the item that I'm talking about. When I pause, I want you to guess which price is the correct one. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Food for a pet cat for a year costs around, how much do you think? If you guess $225, you're absolutely correct. How about toys? Toys for a year cost around... If you guess $50, you're correct. A collar, ID tag, and licensing costs around, what do you think? $45 is correct. For cats, litter and a litter box costs around how much for a year? $185 is absolutely correct. To make sure they have a bed, blanket, and carrier costs roughly around how much do you think? $70 is correct. Grooming for cats costs around how much per year do you think? If you guessed $25, you're correct. Veterinary costs cost about how much per year? If you guessed $545, you're correct. This includes an annual exam, dental work, vaccinations, and flea and tick treatments for the entire year. That's a lot of items that a cat needs. Now, let's talk about dogs. To provide food for a dog for about a year costs around, what do you think? $335 is correct. Toys for a pet dog for an entire year cost around, what do you think? If you guessed $60, you're correct. A collar, leash, ID tag, and pet license costs around how much for a pet dog? $45 is absolutely correct. Purchasing poop baggies to clean up after them costs around, what do you think, for an entire year? $60 is correct. Providing a bed or blanket and crate for them to sleep in costs about, how much do you think? $70 is correct. Grooming for dogs costs around how much per year, including getting haircuts and having their nails trimmed? $350 a year is correct. Veterinary costs are similar to cats and cost about how much? Do you remember? $545 a year is correct. Training classes to improve your dog's manners cost around how much do you think per year? $150 is correct. And last but definitely not least is love. Love for both your pet cat and dog is absolutely priceless. Now you may be thinking, wow, some of those are large numbers. It can be crazy to think that the pets we love so much can cost so much money to take care of. It's important to know that these numbers aren't permanent for a pet's entire life. Some items are what we call single purchases, while others are things that you have to buy multiple times in a pet's life. It is also important to know that these prices vary throughout a pet's life as they get older. Let's talk about why there are differences between cats and dogs in the prices per year. Most of the time, dogs are larger than our cat friends, which leads to the price for food being more for them. The price for toys for dogs is also more expensive because generally dogs go through toys faster than cats, but every pet is different. There are also some things that cost the same: veterinary care, beds, blankets, crates, as well as collars, leashes, getting them licensed, all cost around the same for both cats and dogs. It is also important to mention that these prices change as pets age. One example is veterinary costs can decrease when they're a puppy or kitten growing into an adult dog or cat, but then increase again as the pet gets older. They may need more veterinary care. Also, these prices are an average, which means that some pets will cost more and some will cost less, depending on the specific animal. One example of this is the food price. For example, my family has 2 dogs that you may have seen in last week's video. Their names are Gracie and Gus. Gracie is a small dog and Gus is a very large dog. The amount of food that they eat is very different, leading to the cost of their food to be very different over the course of a year. All that is to say that not every pet will cost the same over the course of a year, but all pets do cost a lot to take care of, which leads to the totals for a cat and a dog each year. Are you ready? I'm going to pop the prices back up on the screen right here, and I want you to pause the video and add up the prices for a cat and a dog. If you have scratch paper, you can do the math on there, or go to paws.org/PAWS Academy to find a worksheet that matches this challenge. Once you have added these prices up, come back to the video and we'll see how close you got to the total for a cat and a dog for an entire year. Great! Are you ready? Give me a drum roll. The cost of taking care of a cat for an entire year is $1,220. And now for a pet dog. Give me another drum roll. And the cost of taking care of a pet dog for an entire year is $1,790. Now let's think about what that means. Many pets can live up to 10 or even 15 years. If you get your pet when they're a puppy or kitten, how much money do you think it would take to take care of your pet for their entire life? Go ahead and pause the video if you need to figure out the answer to this equation. I've given you a hint right here. Go ahead, pause the video. Did you figure it out? It would cost $12,200 to take care of a cat for 10 years and $17,900 to take care of a dog for 10 years. Imagine if they lived to be 20 years old. That's double. Being a responsible pet owner definitely has a price. It can be surprising how much it costs to have a pet. It's important to be aware of this before you or your family adopts a pet. It's also important to know that costs will change as an animal gets older, and being prepared for the cost of a pet is part of being a responsible owner. These are all things that are important to consider when deciding whether or not to bring a pet into your family. It's time for you to try it out. We want you to learn more about the cost of pets. Go to our website, paws.org/PAWS Academy, and click on the activities that go with this video. There are 2 levels of challenges in the activities. You can learn more about why it's important to feed your pets pet food and not human food, as well as figure out how many items a pet needs or how much the items cost to take care of a pet that you know. It can be your pet or even a friend's pet. I hope you enjoyed learning how much it costs to take care of a pet. Let us know in the comments if you were surprised or not. I'm so ready for next week because we are going to learn about the services that animal shelters provide the animals and people that they serve. If you learned something new in this video, make sure to give it a like or a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in again this week to PAWS Academy. I'm so excited to keep learning with you all. Until next time, I'm Bailey. Keep helping the animals. Bye-bye. We wanted to take a moment to say thank you to our friends at Veterinary Specialty Center of Seattle for sponsoring this episode of PAWS Academy. Make sure that you click the red subscribe button and turn the bell on so you don't miss another PAWS Academy video. See you next time!